Welcome back, my fellow agents. It is I, your paleontologist of plenty, Agent X7 here, the host of Xenorama, the podcast of heroes and monsters. Today I had the fortune of seeing a fair chunk of Jurassic Park on the semi big screen at a work event, which was very nice. And it really holds up. So I figured I'd just give a little rundown here. Not too much. I mean, what more can really be said about this movie? But we'll just talk about it a little bit, and we'll listen to a little of we'll hear a little music, and then we'll have it. So before we get too far in, please like, share, subscribe, vote in the poll if there is one, and we might do another one here. We might do a poll. And if you're wherever you're watching or listening to, please listen for a couple more minutes. Just helps out the algorithm even that much more. So, having said that, I hope you've got your popcorn or at least your big bowl of hummus of perfection, and we will get started here. You'll probably recognize the music pretty quickly because everyone does, while it's not the...
There it is. Welcome to Jurassic Park. We've made living biological attractions so...
All right, you know how it goes. The mega billionaire buys an island, leases an island off the coast of Costa Rica, and he's going to make it the most money making project in the ever, Jurassic Park. Things don't go the way he plans because that's just how things work. Released June 9th, 1993, and then June 11th in the rest of the United States, Uptown Theater, wherever that is. But June 11th, I saw it twice back then. I think both times might have been... no, I must have seen one in the theater and one on a drive-in with the Flintstones. The first live-action Flintstones movie was the bottom half of that double bill, and I have not seen that one since then. I think there was one thing that I laughed aloud about. Unlike this scene, and I do have this claw here. It's a bottle opener. I wonder who gave that to me. Must have been somebody super cool, don't you think? I think so.
Astounding that they'll capture the imagination of the entire planet. The most phenomenal discovery of our time.
And here we have a waterfall from the island of Kauai, which I've seen from that very view. It's not nearly as big as it is in the movies. It's just, I couldn't believe that. I'm like, it looks like it's thousands of feet tall in Jurassic Park, and it's not. It's still incredibly beautiful, and look at that water. So, and here's the scene. Oh my gosh, it's one of my, probably, it might be my favorite scene in the entire movie, where Alan
becomes the greatest adventure of all time.
Alan, Grant, and Ellie Sattler.
Universal Pictures presents.
You feel that?
Hold on to your butts.
Where they both see the dinosaur for the first time, and then they find out that there's a T-Rex. And, got a little ahead of myself there. Sometimes numbers are hard. Just ask. I agree with Barbie. But there they are, and really was I mean, as wonderful as Jeff Goldblum is, his Dr. Ian McCallum's a jerk, and well, he's a jerk, and he wasn't necessary to the plot. I know chaos theory was a big deal back then, blah blah blah, but he didn't add anything, and he got hurt, and he was out of the movie for the rest of the time, except take his shirt, have him half naked. So there they are. I believe they're looking at the sick.
A Steven Spielberg film. Senses a feeling all over the park. Yeah, that's nice. Gotta go.
I don't have a shot of the Dilophosaurus, but the sick Triceratops, a plot that went nowhere. I think in the book that was Ellie's favorite dinosaur, but you don't. Thanks, New York Times. And then, of course, we've got my girl there, the hero of 5 out of 6 of the movies, doing her little snort and snuff for the. She starts out as the villain, but turns into the baby face by the end of the movie and saves the kids, albeit inadvertently. Like Godzilla was in Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. Didn't think I'd work Godzilla in there, did you? Unfortunately for Lilith, in this movie there are no Pachycephalosaurus. They would have to wait a couple more movies. Well, till the next one, there's a brief scene, and then Stygimoloch in the one of the Jurassic World movies. And there's our Velociraptor. So watching this at the very beginning when Dr. Grant says it's no wonder they learned to fly and everyone laughs at him. And I haven't seen this in a minute. So that was just a lovely line, and he shows exactly how dinosaurs turned into birds. And of course, everyone whines that these dinosaurs should be covered in feathers, even though that would really, that kid with the claw back there would be right. This little dope. Where'd he go? They do look like giant turtles. Some of the animation makes them waddle around like chickens, which is not scary at all. Okay, where were we here? There's our this is not blue by any stretch either. And they're all female, at least ostensibly, but I think I take to calling them her anyway. But yeah, they should have feathers, right? But on this Earth, in this universe, they don't. Easy peasy. With all this multiverse stuff, why can't you just accept that it's not like they were trying to make a documentary, if I may paraphrase Ray Harryhausen? And I do that a lot. This isn't a documentary. It's not supposed to be 100% accurate. And it never will be, because these weren't velociraptors in the first place. They were Utah raptors or Deinonychus. Take your pick, because velociraptors were tiny. So I'm still salty about that. I know it's in the book. They could have corrected it, but they didn't. There's a girl again, that Rainy. And when you go back here, bink, bink, this is a full-scale mock-up. An animatronic. This is too, but the trike doesn't get to move around too much. This is probably the actor in a suit, like they did with Japanese monsters that some people poo-poo still. This here is probably a CGI creation, and even back then, in 1993, you can kind of tell. I mean, I'm glad they haven't gone back and redid it, tried to update it and make it look better or what have you. But because movies should be of their time and exactly, that. A time capsule of when they were made, what we knew then. So Alan at the beginning, when he threatens that dumb little twerp, calling his raptors, giant walking turkeys, he's now grown to like the kids, who were very engaging children. I mean, they did a good job. The whole movie's great. It's just the music, the direction, the acting. I mean, it could have been shortened a bit without that sick Triceratops subplot, which is just to get us to see her stick her hands in dinosaur poo and, get the Triceratops in there. But they knew they were going to be making more movies. So here we have, let's shrinkify that. The Gallimimus or Orthomimus, Struthiomimus, take your pick, the bird mimic on this scene. And you have this next one here. Oops, I'm all out of whack. This, of course, is the Velociraptor scene. Chompy Chompy, right out of Guanji, the Valley of Guanji, where Guanji chomps down on an Ornithomimus or Struthiomimus. I don't think Gallimimus was around at the time, or at least not that popular, but right out of that movie, that's exactly what happens. And incidentally, I know that everyone calls Guanji an Allosaurus because it had three fingers. Guanji's not. Guanji is a Tyrannosaurus. He's the right size, and the rest of him looks like it, but it was a Willis O'Brien thing. Treaty was done, and the drawings were done in 1940. There was still some question about the T-Rex's number of fingers a T-Rex had, hence the 3 fingers. Same with King Kong from 1933. Still a T-Rex. No matter what anybody else says, don't let them tell you wrong, Because if they're telling you it's an Allosaurus, they're not your friend.
An adventure. Look out! No! I can't get Jurassic Park back online. 65 million years in the making.
That trailer, that's the teaser trailer too. It's the short one. This is a short episode. I'm assuming this was back on Sci-Fi Channel back when it was spelled sci-fi instead of sci-fi. But this is the final card I have. Like I said, it's going to be a short one. With that, she's just telling everyone, screw you hippies. Look, the fake velociraptor back then when dinosaurs ruled the earth. This is a better movie than that 1970 Hammer film, or 71, take your pick. That one is you got dinosaurs in search of a better script and just a more exciting movie. It's not bad. If I'd have seen it as a kid, I would have liked it a lot more, but as a grown-up. But Jurassic Park, it's a great movie. It deserves all the accolades it gets. And it, for better or for worse, much like Star Wars, it set the tone for CGI monsters taking over for almost everything else.
Jurassic Park.
Ooh, there's just the sound of the credits going on. So there you have it. I'm going to probably watch this movie in its entirety here tonight because it's just that good. And now I want to see all the scenes again. So, my agents, this is X7 signing off, hoping that all your monsters are friendly and turn and save you from, other dinosaurs. They're still not quite animals yet. They're still in the terrible lizard mode, which, I kind of miss, but I also like them not being monsters constantly. So, look at that girl. So, until our next assignment, this is X7 signing off.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. We've made living biological attractions so astounding that they'll capture the imagination of the entire planet. The most phenomenal discovery of our time.
How'd you do this?
Becomes the greatest adventure of all time.
Can I touch it?
Sure.
Universal Pictures presents
You feel that?
Hold on to your butts.
a Steven Spielberg film.
Fences are failing all over the park.
Yeah, that's nice. Gotta go.
An adventure.
Look out! No!
I can't get Jurassic Park back online.
65 million years in the making. Jurassic Park.